Let's continue with our discussion. Now, after watching this video, you should be able to do the following. Explain what bearings means. Differentiate between a three-figure bearing and a compass bearing. Sketch a diagram to represent given bearings, both in compass form and in three-figure form. State the basic trigonometry ratios. Convert compass bearing to three-figure bearings and vice versa. That is, converting compass bearing to three-figure bearing and converting three-figure bearing to compass bearing. Then solve problem concerning distant bearing. Distant bearing problems. You should be able to solve distant bearing problems after this tutorial. Now, let's look at the first objective, the meaning of bearing. Generally speaking, we say bearing is used to represent the direction of one point relative to another position. Bearings is just direction given. It's just direction. If you are giving somebody a direction from your house to Grabman Secondary School, you can say it in our everyday life that we normally say. Pick a car from so and so, drop at so and so, ask of so and so. That is the daily life of giving direction. But mathematically, when you want to give directions, we use distance and we use angles to give precise directions. Let's look at an example. For example, I hope you are conversant with your school very well. Let's assume this is a junction, a T junction, and this T junction is the Akufu House, the boys' Akufu House junction. And this building here is the boys' Akufu House. Another building is here, which is Dokua Akufu House. Then we have Dokuya Kwalade House, following line. Assuming a visitor by name Hillel is walking through this direction from a Champon house heading towards Akufu House, and that person need a direction to go through Dokua Akufu House here. In a layman's language, we'll just tell the person to walk straight. When he gets to the junction, he turns right and walk straight. He or she will get to Dokua Akufu House. But in terms of bearing, if the person reaches this junction, we need to tell him the number of degrees he or she must turn from this direction towards the right before he takes the steps towards this direction. So, for instance, if somebody should turn this way and move in this direction, it is still a right turn. He has turned slightly toward the right. If he turns this way, he has turned slightly toward the right. This way, he has turned slightly toward the right. But so that is not much accurate. So in terms of bearing, a precise angle is provided, so that if you are facing this direction, How many degrees should we turn towards the right? How many degrees should we turn toward the right? And obviously you can see with this diagram in concern, turning from here to this place, it's exactly 90 degrees. So we'll see upon reaching the junction, you're facing the boys' Akufu house, turn 90 degrees toward the right and walk straight. So bearing basically is direction. Bearing basically is direction. Now, let's look at what is three-figure bearing. Three-figure bearing. As the name suggests, three-figure. It means bearings under this category. We use three digits to represent any angle that is provided. For instance, an angle of 20 degrees is written as 0 to 0 degree. An angle of 5 degrees is written as 0, 0, 5 degrees. 0, 0, 5 degrees. 3 digits. 3 digits. 200 degrees is written as 200 degrees. 3 digits. This implies when the required angle is given and it is not up to 3 digits, we precede that particular angle with leading zeros. 2 leading zeros or 1 leading zero. In the case of 20, we have 2 digits already, so we precede it with what? 1 0. In the case of 5 degrees, we have 1 digit already, so we precede it with what? 3 zeros. If we have 200, it's already 3 digits. 151 degrees is with 3 digits. You don't repeat, you precede it with any zero. So that is one point you note. In three-figure bearing, angles are represented using 3 digits. So an angle which is less than 10 will always be preceded with 2 zeros. Angles between, that's from 10 up to 99, will also be preceded with a single zero. And those from 100 to 360 will be preceded with no zero because they are already 3 digits. So take note of that. Now, the second thing we need to know is how to illustrate giving bearings in 3 digits form on diagram. But before then, we need to revise our compass. The compass we learned in the basic school. In GSS, we learned compass in social studies. I am not talking about the pair of compass we use in mathematics in constructing circle. Not a pair of compass we use in mathematics. I am referring to compass as we learned it in junior high school.